Hello, our lovely students. Welcome back to the Chill English channel.
Hey, friends. It's great to have you here again.
Today, we've got another fun and super useful English lesson for you.
That's right. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep making more great lessons for you.
Thank you. All right, so today's topic is something a little different. We're going to talk about business English for beginners.
Yeah, business English can sound difficult, but don't worry, we'll keep it simple and easy to follow.
Exactly. You'll learn how to use some common business phrases that people really say in meetings or when they talk about work.
Perfect. Let's start with two important phrases that you'll hear a lot in this lesson.
The first one is drive sales.
Drive sales means to increase sales, to sell more products or services.
For example, our company wants to drive sales this month.
Nice and easy. And the second phrase is promotion.
Right. Promotion can mean a better job, but here it means a marketing activity that helps sell more things.
Like when a store says, buy one, get one free. That's a promotion.
Exactly. Or when a product is cheaper for a short time. That's a sales promotion.
Great. Now, let's imagine a small company having a meeting about sales.
Yeah, they're talking about how to sell more and get better results.
Let's listen to their short conversation.
All right, everyone, our sales are going down. We need some new ideas to drive sales.
Maybe we can lower our prices to match the competitors?
Lower our prices? Not very creative. It'll never fly.
How about we try a promotion, like a 2-for-1 offer?
That could be interesting. It might help us drive sales.
Yeah, and it would make us more competitive in the market.
Good point. In the market means in the industry or in the business world.
For example, our company is one of the top brands in the market.
Or this phone is the most popular in the market.
And match the competitors means to be as good as or better than other companies.
Exactly. If another company sells something for $10 and you sell it for $10 too, you're matching the competitor's price.
Perfect. You can say, we need to match the competitors' low prices.
Or it's difficult to match the competitors because our costs are high.
Great examples. Now, let's look again at it'll never fly.
Yeah, that's a fun phrase. It means it won't work or that's not a good idea.
For example, you want to sell winter jackets in summer? It'll never fly.
Exactly. It's a natural and funny way to say that an idea probably won't succeed.
These phrases make your English sound so much more natural.
Totally. Even if your English level is beginner, using short business expressions like these really helps you sound confident.
Absolutely. And you'll hear them often if you work in an office or listen to English business meetings.
So now that we've talked about these first few phrases, let's look at a few more examples of how people use them in everyday work conversations.
Great idea. Imagine a small team talking about their products and how to make them more successful.
Right. One person might say, "We need a new promotion to drive sales."
Another person could answer, yeah, maybe we can match the competitors' discounts.
And someone else might say, "That idea sounds great, but it'll never fly with the manager."
Perfect. You can see how all these expressions connect naturally in one conversation.
Exactly. And the more you use them, the easier it becomes to sound natural and confident when you talk about business.
So let's keep going and see how these phrases can be used in another short office dialogue.
So, Mr. Swan just entered the meeting and asked if they had any ideas yet.
Yeah, and Clark didn't sound too confident. He said, "We're thinking about a few ideas."
Mr. Swan looked serious and said, "Well, we need something that will really make a difference."
Then Natalie spoke up again and said, "What if we launch a new product?"
Good one. And launch means to start or introduce something new, like a product, campaign, or project.
Exactly. For example, our company will launch a new app next month.
Right. And Mr. Swan said, "That's more like it," meaning that's a better idea.
Then Roger added, "We could also improve our customer service."
Customer service means how a company helps its customers. For example, answering questions, fixing problems, or giving refunds.
And Clark said, that could help us build trust with clients.
Yes, build trust is a great business phrase. It means to make people believe in your company or product.
Mr. Swan smiled and said, "Now we're talking." That means now we're finally having good ideas.
Then he told them, "Let's make a plan and follow up next week."
Follow up means to check or continue after something. For example, let's follow up after the meeting.
That's right. It's used a lot in offices. You can say, "I'll follow up by email," or "Let's follow up next Monday."
After that, the meeting ended with Clark saying, "Good work, team. Let's make it happen."
Make it happen means let's do it or let's take action. It's a motivational phrase.
Yeah, like when your boss says, "We have a big goal. Let's make it happen."
So let's review the useful business phrases from this part.
Sure. We had launch, to start or introduce something new. Customer service, how a company helps its customers. Build trust, make people believe in you or your company. Follow up, continue or check after something. Make it happen, take action and do it.
Excellent. These are super common in real business conversations.
Yeah, and they sound natural, not too formal, but professional.
Exactly. You can use them in meetings, emails, or even interviews.
For example, if someone says, "Can you follow up with the client?" it means they want you to contact the client again later.
Or if you want to sound confident, you can say, "Don't worry, I'll make it happen."
Nice. That's a great attitude for work.
Totally. And one more phrase from this meeting, "That's more like it."
Yeah, it's a fun one. You can use it anytime someone finally does something right.
Like when your friend finally finishes their project, you say, "That's more like it."
Or when your team comes up with a good idea, "Now we're talking."
Those two are great to show enthusiasm or approval in a conversation.
And that's how people really speak in offices or team meetings.
Exactly. It's not about complicated grammar, it's about using short, real phrases that sound confident and natural.
Right, and these are perfect for beginners who want to sound professional in English.
That's right. So, in the next part, we'll learn more useful business phrases and listen to more natural examples.
Yeah, you'll see how people use these expressions in real work situations.
So, after the meeting, the team worked really hard all week to prepare their new ideas.
Yeah, Clark wanted to make sure everything was ready before the next meeting with Mr. Swan.
When the day came, they all gathered in the conference room again.
Clark started by saying, "All right, team, let's get started." Roger, you go first.
Get started is a simple but very common phrase. It means, let's begin.
Exactly. And Roger said, we've analyzed customer feedback and decided to improve our website to make it easier to use.
Nice. Customer feedback means opinions or comments from customers.
Then Natalie shared her idea. We're going to launch a new line of eco-friendly products.
Mr. Swan looked impressed and said, "That's a smart move."
A smart move means a good or wise decision.
Clark added, "We'll also reach out to more potential clients through social media."
And reach out to means to contact or communicate with someone.
Great expression. For example, "I'll reach out to the new client tomorrow."
After hearing all that, Mr. Swan smiled and said, "Good work, everyone. Let's put this plan into action."
That's another important business phrase. Put into action means to start doing something you've planned.
Right. And Clark replied, "We're ready to make it happen."
Mr. Swan nodded and said, "That's the spirit."
That's the spirit is something people say to encourage others. It means good attitude.
So, in this final part, we learned even more useful business expressions. Let's go over them.
Sure. Here's our list for today. Get started. Begin something. Customer feedback. Opinions or comments from customers. A smart move. A good or wise decision. Reach out to. Contact or communicate with someone. Put into action. Start doing what you've planned. That's the spirit. Great attitude. Keep going.
Awesome. These are real-life phrases that people use every day in offices or meetings.
Yeah, and if you use them, you'll sound natural and confident in English.
Absolutely. You don't need to sound too formal. Just simple, polite, and clear.
Right. For example, in an email, you can write, "Let's get started next week," or "We'll put the plan into action soon."
Or when you want to show teamwork, you can say, "That's the spirit."
Exactly. These short expressions make your English sound more professional and friendly at the same time.
So, remember, learning business English doesn't have to be hard. It's about practicing real phrases like these every day.
That's right. Just listen, repeat, and try to use them in your daily work or study life.
You're doing amazing, everyone. Thank you for learning with us today.
Yeah, we're proud of you. Keep practicing, and don't forget to check out our other lessons.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps us make more great English lessons for you.
Thanks for listening, friends.
See you next time on the Chill English channel.